There comes a time in your life when the old no longer fits, not because it's broken, but because you've outgrown it. If you've been feeling strange, distant from your life, unsure of who you are anymore, you're not going crazy. You're awakening. Welcome to Feminine Frequency. I'm Doris, and today, I'm walking with you through the signs of a spiritual awakening in 2025, because this year, more than any other, the soul is calling louder than ever. Have you looked around lately and thought, none of this feels like me anymore? That's not failure. That's not depression. That is awakening. One of the first signs you're going through a spiritual awakening is a deep, almost disorienting disconnection. Disconnection from your job. Disconnection from your social circle. Disconnection from your old dreams. Even from your own name. Maybe the conversations you used to enjoy now feel shallow. Maybe you don't recognize the life you worked so hard to build. Maybe you've stopped pretending. In 2025, this is happening to more people than ever before. It's like the earth herself is shifting, and she's pulling us out of false identities, out of systems, out of survival patterns. You may feel drawn to silence. You may want to spend more time alone. That's your soul detoxing. You're not broken. You're clearing space. Just like a tree in autumn sheds its leaves, not because it's dying, but because it's preparing to live again. You too are shedding everything that no longer aligns with the woman you're becoming. The collapse of identity during awakening. Next comes the most sacred unraveling. The collapse of identity. If you've been thinking things like, who even am I anymore? What do I believe in now? Do I like the life I'm living, or was I just taught to accept it? Then you are right in the heart of the awakening. You are not losing your mind. You are losing your masks. The you that was shaped by what others needed you to be. The pleaser. The perfectionist. The peacekeeper. The strong one. She is dissolving. And as painful as that sounds, it's also the most beautiful thing you will ever experience. In 2025, this identity breakdown is rapid. Why? Because time is speeding up. Energy is shifting. The old world doesn't fit anymore. The labels don't fit. The roles don't fit. The mask no longer fits the face. You might find yourself crying without reason. You might feel waves of grief, for no visible loss. This is your inner child, your soul, your higher self, all waking up, and whispering. There's more to life than what you were taught. The ego sees it as death. But your soul? Your soul calls it rebirth. Physical and emotional symptoms of awakening. Now let's talk about the symptoms, because yes, awakening affects your body too. You might be feeling constant fatigue, even after a full night's sleep. Buzzing or tingling in your hands or crown. Sudden food sensitivities or digestive changes. Heightened sensitivity to noise, crowds, or electronics. Vivid dreams, spiritual visions, or night awakenings at 3 a.m. These are not random. They are energetic upgrades. Your nervous system is rewiring. Your cells are holding more light. Emotionally, you might swing between deep peace and deep pain. You might feel joy just from sitting under the sky, then sadness in a grocery store for no reason. This is the shedding. This is the soul stretching into new dimensions. Be gentle with yourself. Your body is doing sacred work. Drink more water. Breathe slowly. Sleep when you need to. And know this. These symptoms are not setbacks. They are signs. Proof that you are evolving. So if you feel like the world you once lived in no longer fits, if you're standing between who you were and who you're becoming, you're not alone. Awakening isn't a moment. It's a process. And you are in the middle of the most sacred process there is. Returning home to your real self. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this message spoke to your soul, I invite you to subscribe, like, or share it with someone walking a similar path. And remember, you don't have to figure it all out today. Just breathe. Just soften. Just listen. You are already awakening. I'm Doris, and this is Feminine Frequency. Until next time, stay open. Stay grounded. And stay true.